the 40th anniversary of Archie McPhee. I'm David.
And I'm Shana.
And we just wanted to give you a few Archie McPhee facts while we're celebrating our 40th anniversary.
Some history.
And the first thing we wanted to talk about is the namesake of Archie McPhee. Where did the name come from? And the answer is Archie McPhee was the great uncle of the owner's ex-wife. And he just liked the poetry and the sound of the name, but he was also the first man to take a dance band to China.
Yeah.
And if you come to Archie McPhee and you look at this ukulele case, you can see, if you look inside, you can see the actual Archie McPhee.
So it all began when Mark Paulo, the owner of our company, actually started selling just interesting, weird things that he loved, like acupuncture models that he found, and what was it? He found some Hebrew T-shirts.
Yes.
Just interesting stuff that he would sell in unusual places. He would take them from one sort of supply place and sell them to the other. And that sort of led into his cabinet of curiosities. The store is just an explosion of the inside of his brain, as he often says, right?
Yeah.
So at first he was selling them to stores, and he realized that people, wanted the stuff retail. They wanted to just buy some things, just a few things, rather than buying full boxes. So his first location in Seattle was actually, this is the little known fact, because a lot of people think they know where the first location was. They think it was 35th and Stone Way, but actually it was on Fremont next to the Pink and Pretty Beauty Salon. And that's just where he used to wholesale out of, and he would cut the tops of boxes of cases and open them up and sell single items for retail. That was the true first place.
Yeah.
Then he realized that was, really booming, and he needed an actual storefront and a store. So the store opened up on 35th and Stone Way in 1983.
And that's when it kind of took more of the form of a store.
Yeah.
Too, because it had cool features like the coffin shelves and a couple other things.
Yeah. And that's where I was the first a customer. And we figured, so I think that I was a customer, we think, in 1988.
Wow.
So
35 years ago.
Yeah. So 35 years ago, I was a customer, and I filled my basket with like all the teeny tiny things that we used to sell, which we still sell a lot of teeny tiny things, which we'll show later. But we actually started at that store. We sold all kinds of charms and science items and weird closeout items.
It's basically the only reason that all these things fit together is because we like them.
Exactly. They fit together in our brains.
Yeah,
which is why we still work here.
It makes you go, cool.
Yeah, exactly. So then we moved from 35th and Stone Way. We were sort of bursting at the seams in that location. So we moved to Ballard, and that would have been in the 1900s. That would have been 1999.
Wow.
We moved to Ballard, and we got our superstore.
Yeah.
And that was we couldn't believe how much space we had. And then a few years into that, the building next door, the liquor store next door, emptied out and became available. So we took that over as well. And that's where we had sort of furniture, and we added fabric.
Outdoor stuff.
Outdoor stuff. And we added rentals and all these kind of things that were kind of a bit much.
You could rent a cake to pop out of.
Yeah. That was tough, trying to get the logistics of that onto trucks and off of trucks. We finally decided that didn't work, but we kind of loved it anyway. We loved the concept, but And so then in 2009, we moved into what's the current location in Wallingford, back onto Stone Way, onto 45th and Stone Way this time.
I know, and similar location, another old liquor store, because we have two old liquor stores in the thing. And this is also the location where we discovered the Wallingford Beast.
Exactly.
He was hiding underneath the store, and we captured him and put him on display. He's happy, though.
He only gets out at night.
This is one of my favorite features of the Wallingford location, which we added in 2018. Mm-hmm. And this is the Rubber Chicken Museum, of which Shana is the curator.
Yes!
So, Shauna, could you point out just a few of the best things in the Rubber Chicken Museum collection?
Okay, I'm going to point out a few. There's tons of favorites, but I'll point out a few favorites. Okay, so we have the world's smallest rubber chicken. And then we also have the world's second smallest rubber chicken. Those are two of my favorites. It's a comparison thing. And we have customer made this knit rubber chicken. And let's see, we've got to go past here. Customer made the stained glass chicken.
And we had a great ceremony where MSNBC gave us the rubber chicken that they used when they first opened up in Seattle, too, which is really cool.
Yeah, it's quite a story, and it has a picture to go with it. It's really fun.
Yeah.
And we have, of course, when you're in here, audio rubber chicken. One of our biggest things. Do you want to talk about this one? It's our Svengoolie chicken.
The Svengoolie, we refer to it. This is kind of one of the cornerstones of the museum. Svengoolie is probably the biggest promoter of rubber chickens currently. On his national TV show, he's a horror movie host. And if you haven't seen Svengoolie, you should watch him. We get people who come here just specifically to see the Svengoolie chicken.
Right. That's right. That is like the Mona Lisa of the collection. And then we have, this is a nice new addition, is our pencil. Look at this. It's a rubber chicken carved into a pencil. This is a special artifact. And then we have our loving memorial chicken, which a customer requested that we put this up for a customer who loved rubber chickens and is no longer with us, and that's a really important memorial. These are our Pride chickens from when we were in the Pride Parade. Yeah, went right on top of the van, like a little rainbow halo of chickens, which I think that's cool. There's some other interesting things. So we have a lot of really talented customers, rubber chicken people. This is an unbelievable rubber chicken goblet. It's a hand-blown glass rubber chicken goblet. Now, goblet. Goblet. One thing to know about rubber chickens is that rubber chickens are a state of mind and also a look. It's not literally made of rubber, Yeah. Like a glass rubber chicken is still a rubber chicken. Yeah, the rubber chicken is the name of the object, not a description of the materials that go into the object. That's it. And this has a whole history. We have all kinds of historic things and amazing museum cards, and all beautiful, all written by our own David Wall. And admission to the museum is free. Free! Welcome to the Archie McPhee Archives. Since this is about the history of Archie McPhee, I thought it would be really interesting to show you. We save one of everything we've ever sold, and we have created and imported over 3,500 products. So, which is an incredible amount of products, and each box is filled to the proverbial brim with stuff. So I thought I would just pull one down at random. How about that one that says heavy? Oh, thanks, Shauna. Sure. I'll grab this one. Nice and dusty. Oh. So, this box is from the 90s. Yeah, I can see something right away. This is very 90s. Why don't you pull it out? These are remember Y2K? These are Y2K bugs. Because, of course, bugs and computers, get it? And it says 2000 on it. Because we didn't know what was going to happen when it turned over. We made a ceramic pug and put it on a spring, but then it turns out it's a bad idea to have ceramic objects in the dashboard of your car moving around. Bam, 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 bam. They would shatter. So even though we had that, here's a skull. That was heavier. This one broke more. And this is actually pretty well known. This is our financial advisor ball. It's like a magic 8 ball, but it's for financial stuff. And this ended up on the desk of Michael Scott in the office. And people often ask us if we still have it, and we do not, except for this finely coveted object here. And we're not giving it up.
We're not giving it up.
And these were big days of cocktail items.
Oh, yeah.
So Lounge and Limebird, this is where you could do a lime squeezer. And we had a lot of cocktail items at this time.
And you can also see Photoshop where it was at the time because of the packaging. And our little clip art. Ladies from, I remember that disc. It had all that stuff on it. Super Citrus Juicer. I remember that font very well.
Yep.
So that's just one box, and all these boxes are just full of stuff. So you can imagine how much history is here.
What do you have here, David Wall?
Well, one of the things that Archie McPhee is famous for was our catalog, and people are especially enamored of our 1980s catalogs that were done by the owner of the company, Mark Paulo. He took all the pictures, he pasted everything to the boards, and then took them in and had them printed. So you can see he did all the design work, and these are the catalogs that everyone remember fondly. Mm-hmm. As being super weird, which they are. And these are really the foundation of the company. One of my favorite things about it, though, is on the back, there's a one-of-a-kind Bozo the Clown for $6,775 in 1983 money. That was when $7,000 for a Bozo, that was a lot.
And I was there when it sold in 1991.
Were you?
Mm-hmm.
Was it the same price? Had we raised the
price?
price?
We had not changed the price.
So the price had effectively gone down because of inflation, but we still had it. And this is our latest catalog. You can see a few differences. It says 40th anniversary edition down at the bottom. Archie McPhee, We Make Weird. And inside, we have some history and a couple other things.
So many beautiful photographs, and the write-ups are hilarious.
And colors, and graphic designers work here now. So
no more paste.
No more pasting. It's all done, with an artist's eye. And both of these catalogs are available on our website if you'd like to page through them. Just go into the search box, look for catalogs, and there's a page that has catalogs from our entire history in it.
It's really cool. All right, so that wraps it up. Thanks so much for joining us. And remember to go to McPhee.com.
That's MCPHEE.com. And our Seattle store in Wallingford is always open.
On 45th and Stone Way.
If you have any Archie McPhee memories that you'd like to share, please leave a comment below.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah. Thanks, you guys.
Thanks, you guys. Bye.